truth as Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Some of your psychiatrists use the terms superconscious, conscious, and subconscious. Some of your spiritualists say mind, body, and spirit. Some of your scientists see energy, matter, ether. Some of your philosophers say a thing is not true for you until it's true in thought, word, and deed. When discussing time, you speak of it 3 times only: past, present, future. Similarly, there are 3 moments in your perception: before, now, and after. In terms of spatial relationships, whether considering the points in the universe or various points in your own room, you recognize here, there, and the space in between. In matters of gross relationships, you recognize no in between. That is because gross relationships are always dyads, whereas relationships of the higher realm are invariably triads. Hence, there is left, right, up, down, big, small, fast, slow, hot, cold, and the greatest dyad ever created, male, female. There are no in-betweens in these dyads. A thing is either one thing or the other, or some greater or lesser versions in relationship to one of these polarities. Well, but people create as they go along. They say you have male and female, but people always will create something else, something in between, because this also make part of diversity and, well, free will. So within the realm of gross relationships, nothing conceptualized can exist without a conceptualization of its opposite. Most of your day-to-day experience is foundationed in this reality. Within the realm of sublime relationships, nothing which exists has an opposite. All is one. So altogether, there's no differences, no duality in the sublime, in the subtle words. All is one, and everything progresses from one to the other in a never-ending circle. Time is such a sublime realm in which what you call past, present, and future exist interrelationally. That is, they are not opposites, but rather part of the same whole, progressions of the same idea, cycles of the same energy, aspects of the same immutable truth. If you conclude from this that past, present, and future exist at one and the same time, you are right. Yet, now is not the moment to discuss that. We can get into this in a much greater detail when we explore the whole concept of time, which we will do later. The world is the way it is because it could not be any other way, and still exists in the gross realm of physicality. Earthquakes and hurricanes, floods and tornadoes, and events that you call natural disasters are but movements of the elements from one polarity to the other. But why it occurs at certain time in life, a certain period, a certain linear time? Why it is synchronized this way? Why it's already agendaed this way? Why they already postponed this way, or they have already put a timer when it will happen? Why? If it is something from the cosmos, etc., it's natural, then why only happen at certain time, period and time? Suddenly now when we are going through shift, or do they know astrology and they know already when it will happen, and they come here to warning us? Because through science they will find out. Could it be it? Well, let's continue finding out, looking for searching. So the whole birth death cycle is part of this movement. These are the rhythms of life, and everything in gross reality is subject to them. I don't think so, because we are not supposed to die. I mean, our former bodies was not to die. Because life itself is a rhythm, is a wave, a vibration, a pulsation at the very heart of the all there is. Yeah, the cosmos. But who invented all this through technology? And who invented this mortal body of ours? Before, in the primordial time, our body was immortal. And why now we become mortal in a very painful way? And why all this pain? I don't believe that. No, I have a very hard time concept all this, accept. I understand how it works, how they did that, how they programmed all this, but I have a hard time accepting it. Illness and disease are opposites of health and well-Nancy, and are made manifest in your reality at your behest. You cannot be ill without at some level causing yourself to be, and you can be well again in a moment by simply deciding to be. I don't think so. I see people that drink a lot, drink like fish, smoke like a chimney, do drugs like a pharmaceutical person, and still are healthy. And other people who follows health, doesn't eat so much junk food, doesn't eat at all, and still get sick. How to understand that? Unless it's lack of vitamin, maybe, minerals, maybe, vitamins, yes, yeah, who knows? But still, I don't understand how it works. Really, I mean, there's a mystery behind all this, and why at certain time, these diseases come to us. Why on a certain time? Like I have been warned in November to October that I will be sick this year. Be careful with my health. And it's true. How did they know? How? If it was not programmed, already on the line, already it was there already in the script, in the configuration. So you see how things work. I won't accept this easily like this, just artificial value alone. No, I want to question, because something here does not make sense to me. And many other people who like to question it and doesn't accept thing artificial value alone, because I still believe everything is configured, is agendaed, is planned, programmed, etc. Okay. So deep personal disappointments are responsible to chosen, and worldwide calamities are the result of worldwide consciousness. No. You give based on our consciousness, and because of some, all pay. Because of some, all pay. Let's say the consciousness of many people here toxic, poisoned. And because of this, all the others, even the animals who are innocent, pay for it. Earthquake, for example, even the animals does not escape. Their owners are killed and the process. Landslide, flash floods, etc. Floods, hurricanes, typhoons, etc. Those are created by the Anunnakis. Okay, they have technology enough to mess with the magma of the earth. Okay, and I once they claim that my problem, I'm now with a catarrh on the kidney, but I still go around. I just go shopping, carry everything. I don't care. I'm with a catarrh here on my kidney, dropping fluid, but it's okay. I still go out. I don't damn care, I don't care. I don't take medication, nothing. I say, to hell, I don't care. I'm stronger than that. Even if my pressure go down, my pressure go up, I don't care. I find a way out. But I once warned about it, and I still believe, and even in the shamanic tribes, they believed that illnesses were caused by evil spirit. I mean, I say evil between parentheses because these beings play team evil and team bad. To better create dramas here, and when we complain, they say you need to stop the drama, not complain. Stop the dramas. But why should we accept things like this artificial value when long time ago our or a much easier life? I mean, simple. We don't have all this all the sophistication that we have today, but we were minimalists. We lead a much simpler, ordinary life within nature, and we were healthier. Our foods were better. We didn't eat all the junk that we eat today. I also don't eat McDonald's or fast food. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't take alcohol, I don't take medication. I spit my medication there on the hospital. They give me a lot of antibiotics, like throw me under. I put inside the porridge and I cover. I don't take it because I don't want to poison my blood, and can poison your blood. I don't care about other people want to take, you want to poison, go ahead, it's your bad, but I don't want to poison my blood vessel, because it does poison and your skin become all black with so much toxicity. That's true. I have watched people becoming like this. A lot of people, my relatives that went to this place there, health place, got all black, skin black, so much intravenous drug. They try to do this to me in the hospital. I asked them to remove my arm is swollen up. I got the hivers swollen up. My arm, asked them to take out. So the personal disappointment, illness and disease are opposites of health and wellness. And I made manifest in your reality at your behest. No, sir, no. I'm sorry, you are higher than me, you are superior to me, and understand and believe, and knowledge and everything. But I'm sorry, I'm not that stupid, and I don't buy that. I don't subscribe to that. Sorry. You cannot be ill without at some level causing yourself to be, and you can be well again in a moment by simply deciding to be. There's a prophet in some religion of Alalu, Alalu, who is the brother of Nu and from Nibiru and Satan. One of his followers, who is the seedling from him, is a seedling, okay, because they born their own people here to represent them. That man used to say like this in the Middle East a long time ago. Whenever someone was sick and he went to visit this person, he would say, "Get rid of your evil delusions." Now, what's evil delusion? People suffering, maybe famine, hungry in the desert. You know how hard time was a long time ago in the Middle East. Even today, so many people suffer over there. I'm not talking about Saudi or whatever, but I'm talking about other parts there in the desert where people suffer like hell, Syria, etc. And yet this man come to visit the sick and say, "Get rid of your evil delusion." How could he? He was so called the saint. I'm not say saint, a person who was just like this Neil Donald here, the author of this book. But he talked to his only his only relative from Nibiru and Satan, which was the brother of Allah. Later we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna put everything out of the bag. Okay, so hang on to this channel. And I have another channel also, expose, okay, expose expose X. Is there the link there on my the profile? Just later we're gonna talk about this. This is very important to best understand your religions, where you come from, who governs Christianity, who governs Judaism, and who governs Islam and other religions, sects. Okay, and how all this trouble started is all a family feud. It's all about a family problem, a Nuneki family problem that brought it here to earth. So I guess that this being talking here, it could be in Kaya or in Leo. In Leo could as well be Jehovah. Okay, in Leo, Horus, the eagle man, which is whose emblem, there's many countries whose flag has the eagle, which represents Leo. Is a being, a deity, Anunnaki, son of Anu, younger son of Anu, and I guess I'm feeling him as a bit of Taurus. He has Taurus and a bit of Leo in him. The energy, he's Leo and Taurus. That's how I analyzed it and studied his behavior. So deep personal, well again at the moment, but simply decide to be, and you can be well again. That's me without medication. That's me, and I don't know why he have to dig my kidney for. I'm going tomorrow tell them to take out this tube from my stomach behind my back here. I want to to jump. I want to exercise like before. I cannot even bend it down at night. To sleep is very painful because the thing puncture your kidney. The tube inside puncture. You cannot sleep on the side. You can sleep face up. It's a torture. Tomorrow I want them to take it out. I'm going for a scanning yet. I'm sick of all this, man. You have to pay. And every time they bring bill here, bill. So deep personal, and you can be well again in a moment. Simply decide to be, yeah, but you caught me by surprise on this year. You better pay for my medical bill now. Deep personal disappointments are responses which are chosen in a worldwide calamities, are the result of worldwide consciousness. If you depend on me, sir, I'm always happy. I'm always dancing, singing, and laughing with my cats. And the same, so don't bring this nonsense of consciousness here, because I don't have a toxicity mentality. Sometimes I get angry, I get frustrated with so many things that go on around, people, things that I see which is bad, and even my own personal dramas. However, I'm not a person who is negative. I'm a very positive person, very carefree. So your question is first that I choose this event. But if you don't, I mean, not you alone, but all your family. Your question is first that I choose this event. You do that it is my will and desire they should occur. Yeah, I believe so. Yet I do not will these things into being. I merely observe you doing so. See how I'm gonna tell the truth, because I don't like, hey, sometimes I don't want to be like this, but I'm forced to. That's how the psychopaths think. They love to place all the faults on the others, sometimes the only victims. It's just like, okay, a child now is violated by a psychopath. Will they blame the child for wearing diapers? That child was wearing diaper. The child wants to wear a diaper. Blame the child or his parents for making him wearing diaper or running around naked. And then it kind of have trigger the psychopath, the miserable psychopath being who violated that child. So you see how this is just an example on how psychopath's mentality works and functions. So your question further to choose this event, yes, it's true. That's my will and desire they should occur. That's true. Yet I do not will these things into being. I merely serve you doing so. I don't believe. I'm sorry. Later it says what? That God could not create a thing without the other, the opposite of it. So now it says something different, that he's not responsible for all the calamities that we see here. Oh, please, don't deceive me, okay? I'm not needed to be deceived easily. And I do nothing to stop them, because to do so would be to thwart your will. Oh, great! Great! Look at how convenient it is to say, oh, I don't help you with earthquake, hurricane, typhoon, flash flood, and tsunami, because it's your will. You ask for it. So I'm not gonna help you. That means he's put his will through you. Oh, understand? Their will through you. Is one of their family who is responsible for all that. And his minion here as well. So that in turn would deprive you of the God experience. So say, if you say that in turn would deprive you of the God experience, means that's your doing, that you yourself causes it. You yourself programming it and configure it. I knew it long time ago. So why you lie and go around in circles? Go around, dribble here, dribble there, and around the bush, instead of go up in front directly and say, yeah, I do, because I'm not happy for any of you here, because you don't pray for me. I'm the Anunnaki God, you don't pray for me. It's better like this, more sincere, because I'm a blunt person. I like to tell things as it is. So just say I feel like that. Yeah, I do that because I want to punish you all, because you are not all praying for me. Pray for me, and I'm angry at mankind. Simple like that is better. This way, more beautiful. Is a truth. Sincere, be sincere. So in turn, it would deprive you of God experience, which is the experience you and I have chosen together. Do not condemn, therefore, all that you would call bad in the world. I would say that if I go there and I do harm things to people, make black magic to people, curse people, to happen bad things to people, or go there and kill people, I will say, hey, don't condemn what I'm doing, yeah? To condemn what I'm doing is bad. You better don't accept it. So do not condemn, therefore, all that you would call bad in the world. Rather, ask yourself, what about this have you judged it bad, and what, if anything, you wish to do to change it? Well, many people here who are victims of all this kind of thing is not to blame. It's not them who are polluting the water. It's not them who are throwing bomb around. It's not them who are polluting our water. So why should they be blamed for that? Why should they pay for all the others? Why? In the most of it, there got to be the poor. The poor suffer like hell. The poor is the first targeted. You see how insidious and conniving, how, my God, I cannot explain. I don't have words for that. Cunning they are. Inquire within rather than without. Asking, what part of myself do I wish to experience now in the face of this calamity? I see. So you do this because you believe that people only bring out their humbleness, their humility, their fraternity when something bad happens. Why would someone wait until this happen to show their good side? Why? People, if people live in tribe or say like neighborhood, if I cook something, I'm more than glad. If I'm very close to my neighbor, I'm more than glad to share with my neighbor, knock the door and I give them a piece of my the pie I baked, the cake I baked, anything, the pizza that I make. I'm happy than that. If my neighbor needs something from me, I'm more than happy to help them. So why must I wait until something bad comes down from heaven or whatever, from the bottom of the earth, for me to wake up finally? Many religions like Christianity have fraternity institutions. They do have many people. They have the super room. They have a school. They build the schools. So why must they waiting for calamities and punishment in order for them to wake up? No, you are given excuses. You are given excuses to punish those people. Stop it. So, what aspect do I choose to call forth? For all of life exists as a tool of your own creation. Not everything and not everybody asks for it. You are wrong. And all of its events merely present themselves as opportunities. Nobody thrives through calamity. They get more angry and traumatized. And through traumas, crimes are born. So, in all its events merely present themselves as opportunity for you to decide and be who you are. No such thing. You don't need to be. You can be also in joy. Many people show their fraternity and love through joy. Don't bring me that, please. You are deceiving. You are deceptive. This is a truth for every soul, and so you see there are no weakness. Oh my goodness, and no wonder there is a legion of demons here using religions whatsoever to blame other people. If the people are violated by a gang, oh, should they say might be her karma, who knows? They even don't know whether this damned reincarnation exists or not, or could be our ancestral. We are living the lives of our ancestral, a piece of it, because I have explained that when we die, they mix up all our causal body together, and that causal body by itself brings all our past deeds, and when we are connected to our ancestors' causal body, we do bring their faults with us, wanting us or not, and we don't ask for it. It's done the other side. And a hell is a factory, is a lab factory. I've thought about that. I've thought about that. So, no, I don't believe, I don't buy all this. You started the good, I start to understand you, I start to accept you, and now again you have pooped out nonsense here. So, for all of life existence, a tool of your own creation, all of its events merely presents themselves as opportunities for you to decide and be who you are. This is true for every soul, and so you see there are no victims in the universe, no victims, that people there buried in the rubble. In Turkey and in Syria, it was no victim. They was the perpetrator. Many people who are violated from young are no victims. They are the perpetrators. The people who do this to them, though, the psychopaths who do evil unto others, are the poor little victims. So, as per these Anunnakis, the ones that you all love, worship. So, there's no victims in the universe, only creators. The masters who have walked this planet all knew. Then this must be a psychopath. Sorry to say that, but that's the truth and I cannot stand it. The masters who have walked this planet all knew might be a psychopath, but psychopath side, if you If you condone evil, you also are evil. You conceptualize with them, you are accomplice of evil and crime. Alright, so that's why no matter which master you might name, none imagine themselves to be victimized. True men were truly crucified. Each soul is a master, though some do not remember their origins or their heritages. Yes, thanks to you all. And as for these masters who are not victimized, it was because they knew who they are. They knew they belong to the Anunnakis. You know all these people that you worship, Buddha, Krishna, Jesus. I'm going there one day, okay? Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad, many Moses, all these, Noah. All those are Anunnaki seedlings. And later I'm going to explain better, okay? I have already explained in my other books. I'm now in Alta. No, my other videos I have explained about this, and I'm gonna explain again later on. Each soul is a master, though some do not remember their origins or their heritage. Yet each creates the situation, the circumstance for its own highest purpose and its own quickest to remembering in each moment called now. Well, my heritage you have tried it to scrap from me. It is, but I know who I am, where I come from. I'm not an Anunnaki, okay? I'm not an Anunnaki. Only my body is the body I'm carrying is an Anunnaki. But my consciousness here in my lineage is not an Anunnaki. It's another thing. Come from beyond the universe. And each time I get sick, I go through a lot of trauma that they give me. More of these pieces of myself, the fraction is coming back and join up together, and I start to remember more things. Good, thank you. You think you are doing me a disservice? You are about giving me a favor by making me remembering who I am. Judge not then the karmic path walked by another. Invite not success, nor pity failure, for you know not what is success or failure in the soul's reckoning. Call not a thing calamity, nor joyous event, until you decide or witness how it is used. For is a death a calamity if it saves the lives of thousands? But you save a life of 1,000 at the expense and misery of another being who dies. For what? Square one. Comes back to square one. Is a life a joyous event if it has caused nothing but grief? Well, if a joyous event, people have a cultural party, they are having fun with relatives and friends and family. Where is a grief? A grief when come devils and make something happen there, a bomb explode, a tsunami come, whatever, then there will be grief because you all bring all this to these people. You are wet blanket, you are spores. Yet even this you should not judge, but keep always your own counsel and allow others theirs. This does not mean I know a call for help, nor the urging of your own soul to work toward the change of some circumstances or condition. It does mean avoiding labels and judgments while you do whatever you do. For each circumstance is a gift, and each experience is hidden a treasure. Judge not then the karmic path walked by another. Invite not success, no pity failure, for you know not what is success or failure in the soul's reckoning. That's okay, I understand, I accept. Call not a thing calamity, no joyous event. This one I don't accept until you decide or witness how it is used. For is a death a calamity if it saves the lives of thousands? In this life a joyous event if it has caused nothing but grief. Yet even this you should not judge, but keep always your own counsel and allow others theirs. This does not mean I ignore a call for help, Know the urge of your own soul to work toward the change of some circumstances or condition. It does not mean avoiding labels and judgment. It does mean avoiding labels and judgment while you do whatever you do. For each circumstance is a gift, and each experience is a hidden a treasure. Yeah, if you talk like this, you make all the apathic people not to help another person who is knocked down by a vehicle down the road, or a stray dog or cat who needs help in a fallen touch canal. Okay, you're gonna make the apathic people think, oh, it's their damn net business. Let it go, let it be, let it die. No, you must go there and help. Okay, I have helped already when I was 11 years old. I helped. There's a landslide behind my backyard. A landslide because have rained a lot. And unknown to me in the plantation, there was a poor puppy unknown to me. She came into my house to give birth without my knowing, because our hectare, the land was very big. And from our house to the plantation down the river bank, there was very far. It's like 5 kilometers. And I didn't know this puppy was there. It was raining torrentially. And then something tells me, I was at my house, it was raining, something tells me, go to the backyard, go to the plantation. And then I went, I don't know, I go with my dog, my doggy. And I go, I don't know where I went. Down there have a lot of big vipers, very long, like 3 meters, and a lot of adders. But I still went down. There's a hump that goes down like this. There's the poor doggy was there where once the terrain was not flat, it was like sloppy, very sloppy. And she was there behind there one sloppy. And there's like a, how to say that, like a hill that goes up to where my house is located. And the poor thing was there, and she was like yelping for help. And then I shocked, I ran there. It was raining. I could also have been buried alive, but just with my paws or my claws, my hands, I dig up the soil. And I could save at least 5 puppies. Unfortunately, I couldn't save one, died. I didn't know how to apply cardiopulmonary resuscitation. I didn't know back then. So I failed to help that puppy because I was young. I didn't know back then. It's on the 70s. And I bring the puppies and the mommy to the horsey house, and I keep them there in a warm place. And I was very happy to help them, very, very happy. And they stay with me forever, she and the puppies. This does not mean I ignore call for help, nor the urge of your own soul. So there was a soul who knew itself to be light. So each experience is hidden a treasure. There was once a soul who knew itself to be the light. This was a new soul, and so anxious for experience. I'm the light, it said. I am the light. Yet all the knowing of it and all the say of it could not substitute for the experience of it. In the realm from which this soul emerged, there was nothing but the light. Every soul was grand, every soul was magnificent, and every soul shone with the brilliancy of my awesome light. And I saw the little soul in question as a candle in the sun, in the midst of the grandest light of which it was a part. It could not see itself, nor experience itself as who and what it really is. Now it came to pass that this soul yearned and yearned to know itself. And so great was its yearning that I one day said, Now it came to pass that the soul yearned and yearned to know itself, and so great was its yearning that I one day said, "Do you know, little one, what you must do to satisfy these yearnings of yours? Make you suffer." "Oh, what, God? What? I'll do anything," the little soul said. "You must separate yourself from the rest of us," I answered, "and then you must call upon yourself the darkness." This means the suffering here. Some of us here are representing them, working for them somehow to create drama, because it's like a theater. Otherwise they be very boring, and a life for them will have no fun. "What is the darkening sea, O Holy One?" the little soul asked. "That which you are not," I replied, and the soul understood. And so this the soul did, remove itself from the all, go even into another realm. And in this realm the soul had the power to call into its experience all sorts of darkness. And this it is satanic to me. Yet, in the midst of all the darkness, did it cry out, "Father, Father, why hast thou forsaken me, even as have you in your blackest times? Yet I have never forsaken you, but stand by you always, ready to remind you of who you really are." You are there to say, "Go on. If you fall, stand up, fall into the wheel of despair in the sewage or the pity hole. Stand up, come up, climb up yourself, Come on, no help for you. Of who you really are, ready, always ready to call you home. To kill you and then bring you home. Yet I have never forsaken you, but stand by you always, ready to remind you of who you really are. Ready, always ready to call you home." That's why I tell myself, most of the time many people are here on their own. You cannot rely on many people, or if you have to rely on people that you can trust, a human being like you, because from these beings I don't know, I cannot expect much hope. "Therefore be a light unto the darkness, and curse it not, and forget not who you are in the moment of your encirclement, by that which you are not, but do you praise to the creation, even as you seek to change it." And why can't we change it for the better? I mean, are you here turn murky water into sewage water, or filter it and treat it and take away the bacteria and all the microorganism that is harmful? And I know that what you do in the time of your greatest trial can be your greatest trial. I don't see that. For the experience you create is a statement of who you are and who you want to be. I don't think so. That's hell. I have told you this story, the parable of the little soul and the sun, so that you might better understand why the world is the way it is, and how it can change in an instant the moment everyone remembers, wake the divine truth of the highest quality, of their highest quality. The problem with the world is everybody thinks that they are sinful, that they are bad, that they are not love, they are hatred. Understand? In the moment that you understand and acknowledge that you are loved, that you are good, that you are able to do many things, that you are strong, that you are brave, then you'll see in others everything that you think of yourself. Oh no, but you cannot. Because in your religion they say don't hurt yourself, it is sinful. After all, only God can be hurt. You cannot. And this kind of mentality is the genesis of all this, the root of all the things here. We have all the frustrations, the judgments open on other people, because as you see yourself as less, you see others as well as less. Okay, you are not supposed to say that you are good, that you are brave, that you are light, that you are love. You are not supposed to say that. You have to humble yourself, humble between parentheses, and say that you are evil, that you are a sinner, that you are not good, so as to have some prestige in the eyes of others. But I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't do that. Because if I don't love myself first, if I don't respect myself first, if I don't admire myself first, who else will? So now, there are those who say that life is a school. So I have told you this story, the parable of the little soul and the sun, so that you might better understand why the world is the way it is, and how it can change in an instant the moment everyone who remembers the divine truth of their highest reality, that you are divine, that you are being of light and love. Now, there are those who say that life is a school, and that these things which you observe and experience in your life are for your learning. It's understanding. I have addressed this before, and I tell you again. You came into this life with nothing to learn. You have only to demonstrate what you already know. You came already knowing. But the thing is, you came with a filter. You came with a veil that cover up the understanding, your knowing, your remembrance. You are in a state of amnesia. And it's time now to remove this veil and to understand that what you are is goodness, is pure light, is love, freedom, joy, etc. Okay? Laughter, laugh. Don't cry, laugh. But if you have to cry for another, cry for another, cry for another. Don't laugh at the others, laugh with others. Okay? You came into this life with nothing to learn. You have only to demonstrate what you already know. In the demonstration of it, really you function it out and create yourself anew through your experience. Thus do you justify life and give it purpose. Thus do you render it holy. I think that the people who are no good in life, not helping others, not helping their own young children or mother, father, parents, relative, are one lost. These people are lost, they're not lost. They are in the dark, they don't even love themselves. Are you saying that all the bad things that happen to us are things of our own choosing? Do you mean that even the world's calamities and disasters are at some level created by us so that we can't experience the opposite of who we are? And if so, isn't there some less painful way, exactly, less painful to ourselves and others, to create opportunities for us to experience ourselves? Very good question. Exactly how I think also. Are you saying that all the bad things that happen to us are things of our own choosing, Do you mean that even the world's calamities and disasters are at some level created by us so that we can experience the opposite of who we are? And if so, isn't there some less painful way, less painful to ourselves and others to create opportunities for us to experience ourselves? You've asked several questions and they are all good ones. Let's take them one at a time. No, not all the things which you call bad, which happen to you, are of your own choosing. Exactly how I felt. It couldn't be. It couldn't be. Not in the conscious sense which you mean. They are all of your creation. I don't think so. Not in conscious sense which you mean. They are all of your own creation. That means unconsciously is your creation, but I don't agree. I don't agree. You are always in the process of creation. Every moment, every minute, every day. How you can create will go into later. For now, just take my word for it. You are a big creation machine and you are turning out a new manifestation literally as fast as you can think. Events, occurrences, happenings, conditions, circumstances, all are created out of consciousness. Individual consciousness is powerful enough. You can imagine what kind of creative energy is unleashed whenever two or more are gathered in my name in a mass consciousness. Why? That is so powerful. It can create events and circumstances of worldwide important planetary consequences. Wait a minute. If it says so, that means that there are actually people join together in assembly, in congregation, pray for the evil of the world. Is that what it means? Or are those magos negros, black magos, sorcerers, doing it in the bottom of hell, what you call hell earth, doing that and emit dark shadow, dark waves, dark energy to this planet? That's the question that must be answered. Because if it says that all this is events, occurrences, happenings, conditions, circumstances, all are created out of consciousness, but whose consciousness? The sorcerers, the satanic assembly? Individual consciousness is powerful enough. You can imagine what kind of creative energy is unleashed whenever two or more are gathered in my name. And why would they use your name to create all the evil things for? I thought that we pray for God for good things, to help another, heal a disease, get through a bad wave of conditions, and not to harm anyone. We don't do prayer to harm people. That's satanic. So, energy is unleashed whenever two or more are gathered in my name in mass consciousness. Why? That's so powerful. It can create events and circumstances of worldwide important planetary consequences. So that means that those sorcerers are doing that. That's my view, my verdict. I don't have an explanation, but this one. It would not be accurate to say, not in the way you mean it, that you are choosing these consequences. You are not choosing them any more than I am choosing them. Like me, you are observing them and deciding who you are with regard to them. So, okay, exactly as I thought, magos negros or sorcerers, whatever, doing that. And what happened is, by the command of another higher hierarchy, higher being, higher power, they are doing that by that command of these beings to wake the species in here, to trigger. And those ones who are doing that, the magos negros, who are also Luciferians, are doing that. Yet, There are no victims in the world. I beg to differ. I'm sorry, I beg to differ. Until the end, I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to understand this. I don't want. Yet there are no victims. There are victims in the world. 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 Full stop. And no violence. Oh no, no violence. So what the heck is the purpose of having police forces then? What the heck is the use of have jurisdiction in a justice between parentheses, man-made justice, or what they call, yeah, what for is all this law, court of law, for what? Is a joke, is a mock here. If there were no violence, no people who commit stupid things because they don't know how to think otherwise, they get the influenced by evil forces external of them, and they end up screwing up the lives of others and their lives, right or not? So what's the point then? If we have to follow these laws, what's the point of we have a court of law, police force, etc.? For what? We'll make a mock of this institution, right or not? So yet there are no victims in the world and no violence, and neither you are victim of the choices of others. We are not a victim of the choices of others. No, you are not a victim of the choice of others unless we are not involved. Once I'm involved, like let me say, okay, I call someone, this person was okay, they was okay, they have their job, they have their school, and they was okay, and then I say, come to my town, stay in my town, leave your town, leave your relatives, leave your family, come and join me in my workplace or my school or whatever. And then you go there, and then you sell your belongings, you go there, and then you have no way to return, and then you lost your job, and this person throw you on the streets. That's just an example of how you could be a cause and a consequence in the choices of others, how you can get involved. Like for example, okay, I'm married, I had I sleep with this man, so what, we made a baby, right? Should I blame my baby for it when I sleep with that person? No, I cannot. This is my responsibility. I have to take full account of my choices pertaining these beings that I bring in the world. Unless it is a rape, unless it's a violation, even within marriage, I didn't want that the intercourse, and it happened, okay, through manipulation, through forces, etc. Then I'm not responsible for that being. If I get pregnant, it's not my responsibility. But if I want to take care and go ahead and take care, then I'm a very good person indeed. Then I'll be either fool, an idiot, or I'm gonna be a good person, depending on the perspective of others and which kind of consciousness you choose to have at that moment to judge this kind of event in people's lives. This is just one explanation. Is just an example on how, yes, you can be the cause, and you can be evolved, and you can be intrinsically connected with the choices of others. So this being doesn't even know what he's talking about. You understand? He's talking very like a free, like a Aquarian person. He's not focused, and he's not being responsible. Apparently, he is too inconsequent, too carefree, at the point of being inconsequent. Or I am in this world and he is yet in another world. Just he has another form of perception toward this life and creation, and I have mine. Because for me, to me, I'm view only good in see everything that's responsible, good, lawfully, etc. Not to transgress boundaries and the rights of others. That's how I see things as correct. Do you understand? So I may view things through my own perceptions, how I wish things to be in this world. So at some level you have all created that which you say you detest. And having created it, you have chosen it. Not always so. You can tell this to an adult, don't say this to a child, to a young person, okay? We just come out from childhood. Don't bring this nonsense here. You are too convenient. Your rhetorics, this one is a kind of, is a kind of throwaway responsibility. Sometimes these beings are so guilt, but I know that they are cynic, they have no more feelings, they have no emotions. They're so cynic that their own responsibility they don't want to own up, and they throw at you the victim, because there are victims here. There are, no matter what the New Ages nonsense try to say or tell others or make others believe. This is an advice level of thinking. I don't think it's an advice at all. This one is a low thinking, inferior thinking. If everybody is to follow what you are saying here, everybody will go astray. And it is one which all masters reach sooner or later. Then I'd rather not be a master, I'd rather be forever disciple, a student. But it's only when they can accept the responsibility. Yeah, so why don't you accept the responsibility too? Why? Because you are throwing your responsibility at the others. For all of it that they can achieve the power to change part of it. For it's only when they accept the responsibility for all of it that they can achieve the power to change part of it. Why should I accept the responsibility of another? Huh? Then I'm going to grow another person who is responsible for my plight and my conditions and my problem, get nothing. Either he will not get accolade, or he will not grow up, because he will be forever a demented person, a stupid person. Because if I go about doing things, do this to people, like, okay, I have so many children, like 10, 5 children, then I go around, oh, I'm going to smoke, I'm going to club, I'm going to smoke, go take drugs, I let my kids, the older one, take care of their siblings. Should I do that? Should I do that so my kids are responsible for my own choices, to bring in children into this world and then discard them like this and that, not put into practice my responsibility? So I may try to say here that whoever changed our body, changed our DNA, changed us from a more prosperous, more advanced body to a dysfunctional body, a crappy body that we have right now. So he want to say that we ask for this body and not their greed, or greed for power that took them to create this bad, manipulate the previous one. And now they throw, oh, so convenient, so nice, like this. I go about, I do my crap, I screw up, and then I blame other people. Hello, if I have a mug to drink my coffee or tea, I will put it there. Wherever it happens here, I'm not responsible, even if I take part of it and I start it. Great, like this is great. That's the way the world, that's the way how we see the world. That's why many people don't want to take up responsibility in life. They don't want to be responsible. They are totally dysfunctional. So long as you entertain the notion that there is something or someone else out there doing it, referring to them, reversed psychology, and I'm studying it. So long as you entertain the notion that there is something or someone else out there doing it to you, you disempower yourself to do anything about it. Only when you say, I did this, can you find the power to change it. It's not that simple, so it's not that simple. It's not that simple. Talk about all the human traffic, for example. Many people, yes, they choose to go for that job, that damned job, that slavery, human traffic job. They were coerced, they were manipulated by heavy hunters to come and work for the violence, the crook, the corrupted ones. And then they sign up for this job. They went there, they become enslaved. They once low paid, they didn't even earn their wages. They was not well fed, and their conditions was precarious inside that kind of how to say, this was a kind of the place where they were put. It's just like very, it's just like a prison, something like that. Work, come back, eat rubbish food, junk food. This is an example on how people are victims, yes, of circumstances. Yes, he did a choice to go there. Why? Because that person was unconscious. He went out of necessity because he want to feed his family or her family. Then they fall for this. They fall for this syndicate. This is just an example. And how many girls also are trafficked for prostitution? They ask for it on the conscious level, unknown to them, in a true innocence, yes, because they didn't know what they were doing. But the fault, it was the violent who runs this kind of syndicate. This is just an excuse, just an example of how things works, okay? How things is here. And this being, this Anunnaki being, who is in Leo or Ankaya, they are looking for a scapegoat to do away with their responsibility, because they don't want to own up the same things. When you die, they will make you go through a self-judgment, a self-evaluation, so that thing will justify punish you on the other side. Not say you, but your causal bad, this trashy bad, this junk DNA, and then they will throw you back to another hellish planet like this one. That's the fact. That's what happens always. So it's much easier to change what you are doing than to change what others do. So what another do in the first place? Why did they screw up the life of others? Why? Huh? You think it's easy for other people to undo a evil or Anunnaki? You talk so easy, answer, huh? Drago. Bloody idiots. I get so fed up if injustice see you. Come out fire from my solar plexus. So it's much easier to change what you are doing than change your head. The first step in changing anything is to know and accept that you have chosen it to be what it is. No, you have chosen. You have chosen. You all come here. You all screwed us. And screwed up people here. That's the truth. You don't want to accept. Own up. If you can't accept this on personal level, agree to it through your understanding that we are all one. So, through this perspective, don't do harm to others. Be other one. Don't do disservice to others. Do only good. How about that, huh? Hey, say something. Say. If you are all one, so why do bad to us? Because what comes around goes around. Right? What goes around comes around. If you are all one, all in a circle, so if I put something, if I put a ball on the center on top of the circle, it goes around. If it has to run, it goes around and round and round. Right? So why should I do bad things to other people? It's not good. So the first step in changing anything is to know that, accept that, choose to be what it is. First step in changing anything is to know and accept that you have chosen it to be what it is. If you can't accept this on a personal level, agree to it through your understanding that we are all one. Seek then to create change, not because a thing is wrong, but because it no longer makes an accurate statement of who you are. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Many people are stuck in a rut here. No matter how they try, it's not easy for many reasons. He makes though as it is so easy to do it, so easy, because they have the power to make it happen. We cannot. We are limited in this body. Although you may try to be unlimited most of the time, because if you are a warrior, you don't give up easily, so you try to be less limited than you are. It doesn't mean that you are unlimited completely. There is only one reason to do anything, as a statement of the universe of who you are. Used in this way, life becomes self-creative. Oh, a statement of who you are. So who do evil thing and a crime is an evil person. So he is defined itself, isn't it, sir? Huh? If I do evil things unto other, then I'm defining who I am. You use life to create yourself as who you are and who you've always wanted it to be. There is also only one reason to undo anything, because it's no longer a statement of who you want to be. It does not reflect you. It does not represent you. That is, it does not represent you. If you wish to be accurately represented, you must work to change anything in your life. In your life, which does not fit into the picture of you that you wish to project into eternity. In the largest sense, all the bad things that happen are of your choosing. I don't believe. The mistake is not in choosing them, but in calling them bad. For in calling them bad, you call yourself bad. Now I call the others bad who do it disservice, injustice, and evil unto other people. Those are the bad ones, and full stop. If I make a mistake, I'm not bad. I'm just stupid, unconscious, and foolish. I was just stupid because I was innocent and foolish, and not because I'm bad. It's different. But when I do evil unto other beings, other sentient beings, then I'm being not just stupid, I'm being also bad. So listen and learn from me. Since you created them, no, you created, then you are not God. Why you say you are God if you say you don't create a thing? Huh? So the same thing, I'm gonna tell you one thing here to shut up the mouth of the minions out there. They say that men create all this possibility of planetary disaster. Not even mention it as natural, because there's nothing natural when something is provoked, something is caused on purpose by massive the ionosphere and the magma of the earth, right? or any other planet, not just Earth alone. Thus, when they say that mankind is doing that, they are holding their God useless and powerless. Because it means what? That those here in power has more power than their very God. How to explain that? So your God's powerless, isn't it? If you say that this is man doing, then your God's powerless. He has no power to stop it. Right? The same things go for here is the last things of you all bad. So no, I don't think that the person who commit mistake is bad. No. A child that runs to that swimming pool and near drown, is he being bad, or he been curious to try new things? Or maybe he just was a victim of circumstances because the parents fail to observe them and keep on lookout for them, right? So why should you blame that child for? The child that climbs to the seesaw and fall from the top. Who is to blame? Him or the parents who are supposed to be watching over them? And I hold their hands or go see them like I always did with my children, so as to avoid these accidents and heartache. So who's at fault? The child? Surely not. It's not the child. It's not the child. So you see, but it is very convenient for the tyrants the violence and tyrants, to point a finger at the victims, and that I'm not accepting. And now, in this new age nonsense, they are trying to do exactly that. Paint the criminals as innocent and the victim as the perpetrators, the bad ones. So in the last things, all the bad things that happen, all of your choice, your choosing. How about I reverse this to you, how you feel, your choice, not mine. The mistake is not that choosing them, but God, no, I'm not calling them bad. Everything I do, I will do all over again if I didn't know better. Alright, I will do all over again as long as I didn't have a consciousness and a conscious understanding of some better restriction back then. Alright? However, it's my choice when someone point to me, you cannot do that because it's bad. Let's say I'm not old, I'm young, and then I'm about to do a stupid thing, a leap, a very let's say dubious leap in life. And then someone pointed out to me, you cannot do that because when we get to hurt, come here, I'm going to explain to you why. And I'm going to stop you from doing it. I may hate that person because she is a hindrance, she or he is a hindrance in my path, and I want to discover something and she's stopping me. But later in the future, I'll be thanks that person not to fall victim of violence. Do you understand what I mean? So that's why many girls, 15-year-old, already go around laying around with stupid males who make them pregnant. Yeah, the girls is making a choice, but unconscious one. They don't know better, because if they did, they wouldn't do some stupid thing. Okay? So the person, the other violent, the stupid, demented one who's taking chance on that child is the one at fault. Not the girl. Not the girl. Not the child who is victim of pedophilia rings. Okay, but this being that you all worship here is making opposite. He is blaming the victim and condoning the perpetrator. Is that the God you want to follow? Is that the God you want to worship? I pass. Thanks, Goody Nancy, for me. So, the mistakes not to choose them, but call them, no, you are calling them bad. I'm not calling them bad. I call the person who take advantage of others, who knew better what they were doing, bad. They are the bad one, not the victim. Victim is never bad, sir. Victim is victim. In our world, it should always be this way. And I hope that you don't change this legislation. This label you cannot accept. So rather than label yourself bad, and why should we? You disown your own creation. It is in this intellectual and spiritual dishonesty. No, you are being dishonest. You are being dishonest. And you are being also violent. I dare to tell you this. Which lets you... Everybody's God here, not only you. Which lets accept a world in which conditions are as they are. What? So, is this intellectual and spiritual dishonesty which lets you accept a world in which conditions are as they are. Nobody's accepting. It's you who's accepting it and giving apologies for it. You are giving apologies for evil, not me at least. Not me, but people like you. If you had to accept or even felt a deep inner sense of personal responsibility for the world, it would be a far different place. Oh, we alone cannot make miracle. Or can we? What we can, the most we can do is put our breast to the air. Put our breath, shout out loud our perspective and our feelings. That the most we can do, held lobby, rally, whatever. However, we cannot alone, at least we cannot make miracle. And you know that. And then comes the planetary disaster. What can I do about it? Can I stop an earthquake? Can I stop a flood? Can I stop a tsunami? Can I stop a devastating rain? No, I cannot. Can I stop a drought? No. No, I can only help to bring rain a bit. I have this power, but a bit only wherever there's drought, but not for long time. But I can how to say, relieve a bit drought, just a bit, not much, just a little bit. But I cannot make miracles. So you hold the technologies. You are not do, so you are not do something about it, because you start your mess. You need to fix it. So, accepting a world in which conditions are as they are, if you had to accept or even felt a deeper inner sense of personal responsibility for the world, why don't you? It would be a far different place. Yeah, of course, if you didn't meddle with the idea about it. This would certainly be true if everyone felt responsible, inclusive your Anunnakis. But it is so patently obvious is what makes it so utterly painful, and so poignantly ironic. Yeah, ironic. Exactly. Ironic, because you don't want to accept your part of blame into all this, and your part in the drama. The world's natural calamities and disasters, its tornadoes and hurricanes, volcanoes and floods, its physical turmoils are not created by you specifically. Of course not. I'm not an idiot to believe it is so. I'm not an idiot, you know. What is created by you is the degree to which these events touch your life. That's mean what? We shouldn't cry. We should go yet. Oh, thank you for sending me a hurricane and a tornado and a quake. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm in Wonderland. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland for this tornado. My family is buried in the rubble. In a quake. My family has been blown up. My house has been blown away. That I toil. I sweat to make this house. I toil years after years to get this house, and now the tornado blow it away. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, Anonex. Thank you. Should I say that? I'm not stupid. Maybe the fanatics, sick of people out there will serve me. So, this would certainly be true if everyone felt responsible. So hurricane and flood is physical tomorrow, not created by you specifically. What's created by you is the degree to which these events touch your life. That means you cannot have a trauma. It must, swollen all quietly. It's like the song, don't cry out loud, just keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feelings. That's stupid. Events occur in the universe which no stretch of the imagination could claim you instigated or created. Events occur in the universe which no stretch of the imagination could claim you instigated or created. Exactly, you cannot, because this is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't hold the wisdom barrier of water. No, doesn't hold the barrier of water of wisdom. These events are created by the combined consciousness of human. No, it's lying. All of the world co-creation together produces these experiences. What each of you do individually is moving through them. Decide what, if anything, they mean to you, and who and what you are in relationship to them. Thus, you create collectively and individually the life and times you are experiencing, but the sole purpose of involved lie, Erica. Oh, I'm gonna tell you why. You see this video here? This one is me. It's me, in fact, in August 2021, going to work at 4:20 p.m. Okay? I saw this being. It couldn't be a masked person. It was a being. His body is very huge. I didn't see it at first. I came to see when I came home, and I placed the clip, the video clip, into the computer. Then I saw these anomalies. I knew that something was going on here. Okay, so you see this here. You see here again. Oh, there. There, and it's very quite huge. This being came at me at the same night, telling, he was not like that, he was very tiny, and a lot of them is legions of black small beings. They were telling me in August, I don't know, August 16, 2021, August 2021, I don't know, 16 or 21 August 2021. They came to me at the night, and I didn't see it, I saw it, I guess 2 days after, because I was very tired from working from afternoon until night. Come back home by midnight, 1 o'clock. Very tired, I have no time to pass it to the computer. So what happened, when I came to see it, I already have it dreamt. The same night, they came to me and tell that they will cause havoc here. That was in 2021. They say by December onward, they will cause havoc. Buildings will fall by water and fire. And this exactly happened. Okay, this exactly happened. Now come this person here. Now came his master to say that no, it is you all who created eyes, who create all this. So events occur in the universe which no stretch of the imagination could claim you instigated or created. No, we did not view Luciferian, I know. These events are created by the combined consciousness of the Luciferian, but here is a man, I say Luciferian. It doesn't mean whether Luciferian in body, incarnation in a human body, or Luciferian is in another form, doesn't matter. Those events are created by Luciferians, and full stop. All of the world co-creation together produces these experiences. What each of you do individually is moving through them, deciding what, if anything, they mean to you, and who and what you are in relationship to them. Thus, you create collectively and individually the life and times you are experiencing, for the sole purpose of evolving. First of all, we are not here to evolve. There's a big fat lie, because you're not here to evolve. You're already evolved. How come we evolve? You see how twisted they are, how inconsistent. They are so inconsistent that first they say that we are here only to remember and not to learn. And by evolve, you have to first learn. If we don't learn, we don't evolve. Just these two words, evolving, evolution, and learning, are synonymous. Okay, interchangeable. Thus, they create a dichotomy or dichotomy by saying that we have to evolve, and at the same time it says that we don't have to learn anything. Doesn't make sense. If you ask it if there's a less painful way to undergo this process, and the answer is yes. Yet nothing in your outward experience will have changed. The way to reduce the pain which you associate with earthly experiences and events, both yours and those of others, is to change the way you behold them, how you view it. And I'm not gonna view anything that is bad as good. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna be complacent. I see this as evil, created by these beings because they have high technology to even explode this earth tomorrow if they so wish. But because they are being watched by other beings, Andromedas and others from elsewhere, that's why they are still holding. But their fingers is itching to push that trigger, to push that button, explode everything. You cannot change the outer event, for that has been created by the Lord of you, Anunnakis. But there says us, and you Anunnakis are not grown enough in your consciousness to alter individually that which has been created collectively, which is your collective, because you are in legion. So you must change the inner experience. This is the road to mastery and living. I don't need this mastery. It looks insane, schizophrenic, psychopathic, etc. Nothing is painful in and of itself. Pain is a result of your wrong thought. It's an error and thing. Of course, if I take California Reaper pepper or what else is scorpion pepper and I spray my adversary with that, pure sauce, the pure essence of the chili together, this chili pepper, I spray their backside or whatever, their eyes. I don't care if the people are in pain, jumping in pain, if they are agonizing in agonized pain, burning in a cry out. After all, it's not my body. Why should I care? But I say, I see your body, so why should I care? Pepper in other people's eyes to me sound like a mango juice poured inside my eyes, or water. I don't care. So you cannot change the outer event, for that has been created by a lot of you, and you also, and you grown enough in your consciousness to alter individually that which has been created collectively. So you must change the inner experience. It is the road to mastery and live. Nothing is painful because not your in and out of itself. Pain is the result of your wrong thought. It's an error and think, nonsense. I don't talk rubbish. Don't talk rubbish, please. Please. Let's draw a line between reality, sense, and a nonsense schizophrenia. Please. Be more logical. You are supposed to be more logical, so that we're gonna lead by your example, not I am giving you example. It's a shame that a person like me, a being like me, giving an example to those beings. It's a shame. I know that they don't care anyway, but I'm gonna speak my mind. So nothing is painful. A master can disappear the most grievous pain, in this way the master heals. Yeah, the master might be you, come from you all Anunnaki. So no wonder have any pain, any problem, and disease, oh, never mind, you already have placebo. They have not placebo, you have already morphine inside your bloodstream. You are immune to pain because you belong to the non-keys, but not us with this body, not us. So don't talk nonsense here, please. Nothing is painful enough to self-pain is the result of your own thought. A master can disappear, and the most grave is pain. In this way, the master heals. Pain is result from a judgment you have made about a thing. Remove the judgment and the pain disappears. What a nonsense. So people have a desire